Presenting your vision to investors is critical if you want to raise funding for your startup. One of the big mistakes entrepreneurs make is focusing only on the short-term problem they are solving. However, your company isn't investable unless you explain your vision too. I've raised over $100 million in venture capital and private equity funding, and I've helped entrepreneurs like you raise rounds of between $50,000 and $150 million. In today's video, I'll show you how to present your vision to investors so your startup can get funded. I hope you like it. Hi, I'm Brett. On my channel, I help early-stage startup CEOs like you raise money and grow your startup. So if this sounds like you, then hit the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. Let's get started. Let's start with what your vision is. Your vision represents the long-term strategy your company will execute. Usually, we have an initial problem we are solving. This may or may not be the long-term vision of your company. For example, when I was raising money for my company, we had a short-term plan of dominating the low-power analog IC market, and we had a long-term plan of dominating the broader market of high-end analog ICs. Our initial market focus was a subset of our long-term market focus. Now, why is it critical to make investors aware of your vision? Investors are looking for a big return when they invest in your startup. Think 30x on their money if you're an early-stage startup. Investors have to believe there's a chance your startup will achieve a big enough valuation in order for them to invest in your startup. That's why they need to believe you have a long-term vision that will support this valuation. If you don't have a long-term vision, that's okay, so long as your initial vision is so big that investors are sold on just the initial plan you have. However, if you're at all in doubt, then you'll need to explain your long-term vision. Your initial strategy should be a stepping stone to executing your long-term vision. Your long-term vision is where the money is. It's why investors will decide to invest in your startup. Each step you take should be a logical progression towards executing your long-term vision. It doesn't mean that you need every step solved on day one of your company. It does mean there should be a plan of how you're going to get to the long-term vision. For example, let's say the long-term vision is to build a reusable rocket that can take astronauts to the moon and back. However, in order to get there, you need to first build a spaceship that orbits the Earth. Then the next step is to build a spaceship that orbits the moon. And then the final step is to build a spaceship that lands on the moon and can return to Earth. That's a strategy that makes sense. Now, how do you explain your vision when you're pitching? You're telling a story when you're pitching investors, and the story needs to make sense. Explaining your vision is the glue that ties your pitch together throughout your pitch deck. Number one, it needs to be apparent from your problem slide. You need to explain your vision right at the start. Number two, it needs to be in your market slide. In your market slide, you might have a served available market, SAM, and a total available market, TAM. The SAM is your initial product strategy or vision. The TAM represents your long-term vision. Number three, it needs to be in your how it works slide. You want to explain the technical aspects of how each stage of your product development builds on the previous stage, eventually resulting in your long-term vision. As I said, everything should fit together. Number four, it needs to be in your product roadmap slide. Your roadmap should support your vision too. Don't just randomly list products and features. Instead, explain how you are progressing towards executing your long-term vision. Number five, Even your financials should support your long-term vision. If you have a plan to be the dominant player long-term in an industry, then your financial plan should show this too. Now you've linked everything together in a logical way in your pitch deck, supporting the long-term vision you are aiming for. Now, if this content is resonating with you, then hit that like button right now. Your vision may change over time. Many companies start off with a vision of dominating one market. Then, after they achieve market domination, they expand their vision to other adjacent markets and opportunities. That's probably beyond what you'll put in your pitch deck, but it's something you should be thinking about as your company progresses. Now, here's a summary of what we learned today. Number one, presenting your long-term vision to investors is critical if you want to raise funding. Number two, your initial strategy should be a stepping stone to your long-term vision. Number three, your vision needs to be clear throughout your pitch deck. Number four, your vision is the glue that holds your pitch deck together as you're telling the story of your startup. And number five, your vision may change or expand over time. Now, what did you learn from today's video? Put your answer in the comments column. If you have any questions, put them in the comments column too, and I'll be happy to answer them. Now, I have one more thing for you. It's my free startup pitch deck template. It has all the slides you need to develop an awesome pitch deck. Click the link below today's video and it's yours for free. And for more great content, click on the video at the end of today's video. If you haven't already, then click the subscribe button to get more great content for startup CEOs. I'm Brett at brettjfox.com. Thanks for watching today.